Very good morning to you, Prime Minister. Very good to see you this morning. So, we've been told a lot that negative campaigning isn't what we want to hear from politicians, but we've just seen those posters. Negative is the tone, isn't it, inevitably?
Well, today we're pointing out that we want to create 2 million jobs in the next Parliament, 1,000 jobs every day, just as we've created 1,000 jobs every day in this Parliament. And I can't think of anything more positive than that, because those aren't just statistics. That is people with a pay packet, with a livelihood, with the chance to provide for themselves and their families. And that's what our long-term plan has been about. But I make no apology for putting the danger of Labour putting up your taxes right there on the table, because elections are a choice between our long-term plan that is working and has demonstrated that, and between Labour's approach, which, as they've opposed all the spending reductions we've had to make, you can only assume that they would put up taxes, spending and debt.
Well, let's talk about then honesty and trust in what you're going to do. Yesterday, the Chancellor said that you're not going to be announcing the detail of where you're going to cut the welfare budget. Now, you have said that you're going to cut £12 billion from the welfare budget if you win the general election. People will be wondering, if they vote for you, how that's going to affect them. Why can't you tell them honestly how it will?
Well, we have been much the most specific out of any of the political parties. We've said that there needs to be a £30 billion further adjustment in terms of the public finances. Labour voted for that as well in the House of Commons, but we are the only party that said, right, here's the £30 billion. 13 billion of that will come from departmental savings, 12 billion will come from welfare, and 5 billion will come from going after the tax evaders and the aggressive tax avoiders, just as we've done in the last Parliament. But to put it in context for people watching at home, effectively what we're saying is that we need to save £1 out of every £100 that the government spends in the next 2 years. We've done that for the last 5 years. We need to do it for 2 more. Now, I think the right choice is to try and find that saving of £1 out of 100, rather than putting up people's taxes or adding to our borrowing. In many ways, that's the choice at the election. But to be clear, Labour haven't even got to the stage of saying how that 30 billion would be made up. So we're being far more specific than any other party.